Hey, CityCast listeners, it's Megan. If you've been to the Strip, gosh, in the last 10 years, you know a lot has changed. And in a lot of ways, the anchor to all that is the Strip District Terminal. The historic 5-block building used to be the source for all the produce in Pittsburgh. And now it's an all-day destination for shopping, dining, working out, and more. There's the market on Saturdays, performances on Sundays, parking and retail discounts on Tuesdays. Check it all out for yourself in person and at stripdistrictterminal.com. Today on CityCast Pittsburgh, our Steelers are a little unique. Not because we've won a bunch, though that part's fun too, but because we're one of the only NFL teams that still has its training camp in a spot fully accessible to fans. Join us for a throwback to last year when CityCast Morgan Moody and I took a little road trip an hour east of the city to Latrobe. It's Wednesday, August 9th. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh is talking about.
We're at St. Vincent College. It's a small Catholic liberal arts college. St. Vincent College is a Benedictine college run by the Benedictine monks of St. Vincent Arch Abbey, which is over there. It's that church.
The one with the big steeple?
Yes.
She's pretty.
She's gorgeous and makes a lot of very nice noise.
So the Steelers have been coming here for ages, right? Like since the 60s?
Yeah. They've had camp here since like 1966.
Wow. Okay.
A 54-year streak going up until COVID. So,
oh yeah, they had to be at Heinz Field, and I'm still going to call it that, in 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, and the Steelers are actually one of the last teams to still be holding camp at like their original location.
I heard that. Yeah, this is really unique and special kind of to the Pittsburgh region that the team still goes here at all.
Yes.
With camp, though, like, so you've been here before. This is my first time. Steelers fan my entire life, despite growing up hundreds of miles from Pittsburgh. But I've never been. So what should I expect?
Man, it's been many moons since I've been. So I'm sure a lot of this is going to be a surprise to me as well, especially since COVID. Everything's changed since COVID.
Right.
But every NFL team holds training camp every year.
Some kind of camp, yeah.
Some version of it. Not as campy as this. It's a 3-week period. They have practice twice a day. They call them 2-a-days. They have scrimmages, drills, team meetings with their coaches. They have weight training. Per the collective bargaining agreement, the first 3 days are zero contact. So after that point, we'll see a little bit of hitting. We might see a little bit today.
Oh, interesting. So it's like professional football players playing no tackle football.
Yeah, I mean, these are your teammates. You know, you don't want to hurt them. You need these guys throughout the season. So they're certainly not going full out like they would in a game. But you'll hear a little something.
Interesting. I can't wait to see what this looks like. Okay. So let's get to it. First up, I think we're getting here, I guess, at the end of their morning drill session. So we get to snag some players, right?
First, we have to climb this enormous hill.
Hey. Can I grab you for a second?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Megan. This is Morgan. We're with CityCast Pittsburgh.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
This is a Pittsburgh boy, Jake Dixon through and through. He even went to Duquesne. He's the third string left tackle. That's offensive line. And number 67 to his friends, who are now us.
What's it like to be with hometown heroes on the field wearing the Steelers jersey?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's just been a really good experience working alongside the guys that, I've watched for my entire life. But again, I kind of have to put that behind me and put my head down and work really hard to try to make this team.
Have you got your son's moniker?
I have, yeah. That was me 10, 15 years ago on the other side of the fence. So being on that side, it's really cool and just rewarding to see, those kids are having a great time, and it's our job to make their experience as good as we can.
So part of what we're doing down here is showing like Pittsburghers that have been around but maybe never been to camp the joy of the game. Any pro tips for people who have never been here but are interested in it?
Yeah, I think just come up, enjoy yourself, get here early, get along the fence, get as close to the field as you can, and just really enjoy it, because that's what it's all about. We go down there, work really hard, and working in front of 5, 10, 20,000 fans every day is awesome. So just come up and immerse yourself in the whole experience.
You snagged number 46, long snapper Christian Kuntz, who is also from Pittsburgh.
Did you ever think that you would be spending your summers here at Steelers training camp?
As a fan, yes, not as a player. So it's been pretty cool. Just kind of living out the dream right now.
Did you come here a lot when you were younger?
I did. My dad used to bring us up here, and we used to do all the, run the 40, take the pictures, get the souvenirs, wait on the hill, everything. So it's been cool.
Did you ever get an autograph?
Oh yeah, I had my booklet. I got a bunch of autographs, like some of the older guys, Hines Ward, Alan Faneca, the Bus. All those guys.
Have you signed any autographs out here?
Oh yeah, I spent a decent amount of time after practice making sure trying to get all the kids that are lined up on the fence.
Oh, I love that. And of course, Coach Mike Tomlin is over here acting a fool on a golf cart. It's hilarious to me that even the coaching staff isn't allowed to drive their own golf carts.
Realistically, like how competitive these guys are, you could have them on golf carts racing through this empty campus. You already know just mayhem would break out.
Hey, CityCast listeners, it's Megan. If you love good food, good drinks, and a healthy urban forest, you probably want to support Tree Pittsburgh at its annual celebration, Arborade. It's hosted at their beautiful 5-acre campus along the Allegheny River, and trust me, I have been before. It is a great time. General admission tickets are just $40, and they come with knowing that you're helping protect, support, and uplift generations of future Pittsburghers who deserve quality green space, and if they want, a beautiful tree in their own backyard. Mark your calendars for Arborade. That's Saturday, September 16th from 5 to 9 p.m. to celebrate the folks who are taking care of us through these trees and the mental, physical, and social benefits that they always provide. Check their website for more ticket options, including pay-what-you-can admission. That's at treepittsburgh.org.
It's 1:55 right now, and I think the fans are just being let in. Practice is going to start, so we should probably head over that way.
Yeah, let's go.
You got, unlike back in my day, and you were at Bonaventure Hall, you remember that, there was no air conditioning, there was horsehair stuffed mattresses, there wasn't any TV, there wasn't any phones. Now, man, you got golf cart rides down to 5-star dining, and you got air conditioning and everything else. That's a heck of a lot better than it used to be.
We're going to see a lot today. It is the first day in pads, a much anticipated day for players, media, fans, everybody out here at St.
So I think we've wandered into the kids area, and over the speaker, that's former Steeler and current color commentator Craig Wolfley. It might as well be Morgan for all the talk of yesteryear.
Oh, the good old days.
But we're surrounded by inflatables and games, and gosh, those foam ladder things that kids are running through. There's a machine over there that shoots a football at speed at children.
Yeah. I don't remember them having all of this when I was a young intern at camp. I mean, maybe they did, but I feel like you used to have to just kind of bring a ball and entertain yourself with some other kids that you found at camp and became friends with.
Yeah, this is super kid-centric up here. This is totally neat. So I guess maybe moving down the hill towards the field. What do you think? A few hundred people in the stands to the left over here, and then all across this big bowl-shaped hillside over the field.
Yeah, the field is situated where it's at the bottom of everything. So you come in, that's at the top of the hill, and at the very bottom in this basin, that's where practice is at. And it feels that way too. It's kind of hot and sticky and humid down here. You can tell everything just settles in this area.
Yeah, but people are like camped out. There's blankets. There's like people have like little picnic baskets. There's some babies over there.
It's a very nice event for the entire family, all ages.
And then, okay, so over here to our right, very close to us, is
close.
the players and some of the coaches. I think that's Brian Flores right there.
It's been such a long year. I totally forgot he was even here.
Oh, and he moves really fast too. Okay.
I really like how the fans are getting into it. We'll speed up this part for you, but here's what they had to say.
What's your favorite part of the experience?
Just watch people get into fights, basically. Probably that, and a lot of chaos. That's really it.
It's nice when you get up this close to them.
These guys are, very large men, so it's impressive to see, how big they are.
When you're ground level, you see how big they are. They're abnormal, and they can keep all that money. You're not hitting me at, 300 pounds at a 40-yard sprint. You can keep that money. I don't want that.
I like Minka Fitzpatrick. He's my favorite. My dog is named Minka, so we had to come out and see him today.
Highlight of the day was, I think for the kids, is to be on the field and practice, but we were also to be on the tunnel when they came down, so they got to, clap five with all the players and get to see all the players up close. So I think that was a highlight.
Have you been before?
Like once when I was very little.
We come every year. We try to.
How many years is that so far?
Probably about 10. I'd say at least 10.
You guys have never been.
Yeah, this is my first time here.
What's the travel time for you?
Just shy of 2 hours. You ever hear Punxsutawney Phil?
Oh, yeah.
We're about 20 minutes a little north of that.
We live in the city, so
Yeah, like an hour away.
Yeah, we live right, probably about an hour and 20 minutes away from here.
Would you recommend it to people who have never done it?
yeah, I think it's fun. It's like more of an experience than I thought it would be. Like coming in with all the blow-ups and everything. I was very excited.
I feel like if you're a football fan, then this would definitely be a good experience.
Oh, I think they should definitely come. I mean, the interaction with the players and everything, and not only that, to see the drills everybody, the coaches are doing.
Oh, it's awesome just to be able to jump in a car and drive up there. A lot of people take this stuff for granted. You can't take it for granted. It's a privilege to be able to come here and the way they put on the show and everything like that. So it's nice.
But I feel like otherwise you're not gonna really ever get to be like this close to them playing.
Yeah.
So
And it's free.
yeah. So like, why not?
We talked to so many people just now. That was retired police officer Dan Rich and his kids, Nico and Gianna, Chatham grad school roommates, Maddie Martin, Bernadette Sulzer, and Christina Kreider, and the coach of the Du Bois Renegades, David Orr. He had literally a busload of boys. And Morgan, you also caught up with Alex Witt. It's his 11th birthday, and he's a big fan of Steeler right here.
Is this your first time at training camp?
Yeah.
What are you hoping to get for your birthday?
My shirt signed by TJ Watt.
Is he your favorite player?
Yeah. I even got my own socks for him.
Oh my goodness. His socks were TJ Watt, a very muscular version of TJ Watt, if I must say so myself.
So practice is winding down a little bit now, and the sky's getting a little menacing, but look over there, because I think I see one more person that we have probably got to stop for. Man, you do look legit from this angle, I gotta say.
A lot smaller. He's a big dude.
Mascot Troy is next level. I mean, he's a little shorter, he's a little older, but he's been a super fan since he was a kid at heart.
Very shy as a child, so my whole personality and all my imaginary friends were the Pirates and the Steelers. And so there's a deep psychological and emotional connection to all things black and gold.
Yeah, so mascot Troy says he's been dressing up as Steelers legend Troy Polamalu for 15 years now.
Wow.
He just upgraded his look. He's got some good hair now.
My mom died in 2005, and she, on her deathbed, she said, is there anything you ever really wanted to do? But you're afraid of the cost or what people would think or what the family might think? She said, screw it. Drop everything, do it now, or start preparing to do it now. 2 years later in '07, I made my debut as mascot Troy.
Gotta shake the wig out and go. Since then, he's moved, changed addresses to be closer to the field and spend a lot more time at local charities raising money. At training camp, he says he looks out for newbies, especially fans who aren't from Pittsburgh.
But fans who want that full Steelers experience anyway.
Yeah, it's sweet.
So Morgan, that dark sky is looking a lot darker.
Yeah, true to this southwestern Pennsylvania weather, I'm sure it's going to rain, so we might want to roll out.
So if you do want to come to camp before we roll out, you totally should, by the way.
Yeah, you've got another week and a half. It's free. You just have to register in advance, and we'll have the link in our show notes.
Highly recommend, if you're into the black and yellow.
And bring an umbrella.
Oh my God, yes.
Here's what else Pittsburgh's been talking about. Some exciting news for the Pens. The hockey team got an awesome new defenseman, Erik Karlsson, in possibly the biggest trade of the summer. He's going to be making $11.5 million through the 2026-27 season, and hopefully he's going to help prop up our old-timers, Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. It's going to be their 18th season together. It's all thanks to our newly hired GM, Kyle Dubas, who some fans say could be the difference between missing the playoffs like this past season and maybe making a real run next year. And some good news for our foodies. It's both Farmers Market Week and Restaurant Week here in Pittsburgh. You can dine out across the region with specials from more than 40 restaurants. Meal prices are going to vary, of course. We'll put a link to the different restaurant locations in our show notes. And for farmers markets, you can look out for events today in Carrick at the Dairy District from 3 to 7 p.m. and on Friday at Allegheny Commons Park, same time, 3 to 7. Fun fact, the city got its first farmers market in the 1970s, and these days we have 60 all across the city. That's all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. If you're liking the show, please let us know. Leave us a nice rating, a nice review, and make sure you're subscribed to that Hey Pittsburgh newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. See you soon.
And here is a golf cart driving right past us with another journalist on it.
Thank you so much for the ride, guys. Appreciate it.
There's our ride.